Have you ever had a falling out with a friend and felt the need to mend fences? If so, you might find the tips we'll be discussing this morning to be very useful. I want to say, you're going to fall out with your friend. You're going to fall out with your friend. It's one of the things that builds character in a relationship, the way you navigate the fallout, the things you do and say during the fallout. I'm going to tell you if I'm really a friend for Joe. This man and I have been friends for how long?
Well, we're not fall out.
We're not fall out. We have this. We might not agree on everything, but
we're not fall out.
You know, it will tell you if this is important. Mending fences. Yeah.
It's coming from the Grit and Grace Project.org. So it says, remember the good. So stop focusing on what went wrong. Instead, focus on the good things, the good times, and the relationship that was. I hear that, but if something went wrong, you need to kind of fix it still. Because something can't just go wrong and say, all right, forget that. Remember me, your friend still. No, because it could happen again. So you need to fix whatever it was that went wrong. And if you are friends, as Delia said, then it can fix.
Yeah.
It can, whether you know, I mean, there are some other things that I'll tell you about. But it can fix, man. It can fix. But don't just put it under the rug and say, all right, make a move on to something else. No, fix it first. Before you move on.
Yeah.
The second one, they say?
Reach out. Don't let pride tell you that they need to make the first move. It may never happen, and it's too important not to be the one that steps up.
Yeah. And some of us, I don't know if it is ego or, you know, some of us say, so I'm not call her. Yeah, she did say, so she better call her. I'm not calling her. Yeah. So I don't know if that is ego, but to me, start from where we started. You are friends. So if you are friends, then it shouldn't be an issue for you to call and say, Daily, all right, I said something last night that I don't think I should have said. You know? Yeah. Sorry, which is the next one we're going to. You apologize.
Yeah, it's a thing I said to people, it's funny. Jamaican people vex with you, you know, Jamaican mothers. So they will call the child and say, carry this go to your mother. But them not call the mother and say, you know, but if them know you need, them are going to say, carry this go to your mother.
And the way they say it too, because if it's not a problem, they say, carry go to your mommy. If it's a problem,
say, your mother.
Say, call your father. Yes. So that's like, call daddy. Say, call your father. Yes. But there's nothing wrong if you genuinely think you have hurt someone. There's nothing wrong with apologizing. Some people say, me not apologize because it wasn't my fault. Well, work it out. And I'm not saying if you didn't think you did anything wrong, you must apologize. I mean, I did not wrong, me don't know what I apologize for.
Correct.
But if you hurt your friend and you think an apology can mend fences, nothing wrong with that. Big people
and
apologize.
some people will feel like, them know I'm sorry.
Yeah. No,
you know, like them come around and them, but to say from their lips, you know, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that, or you know, that was really foul of me. Them say, they don't know I'm sorry, because they come around and them start do things, and that is how them show say them sorry. But say it.
Yeah. I was speaking with Chris this morning, and I was suggesting to him that I really and truly try not to get upset. You know, I really just try not to get upset, because when you get upset, you say things, and sometimes some of the things you say you can't pull back. So I really genuinely try not to get upset. So yeah, things happen and I kind of go, all right, I'm not going to argue with it and I move on.
Yeah.
But some people say, no, throw it out. If it means you have to go cuss a bit, then cuss a bit and move on. But I try not to get upset, because every time you do that, there is reason to apologize. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you really shouldn't put yourself in a position if you can help yourself from that position. And that's what I try to do.
Yeah.
Next one.
Talk.
Yeah.
Talk about the problem.
Yep.
If needs be, about the good times, about the future, beginning a new conversation is imperative to rebuilding your relationship. And that's important because, you know, sometimes people will offend you without meaning to offend you.
Yep.
People say things, and as Neville just said, maybe in anger or in a rush off the top of them head. And not even, I remember a friend of mine said something, I was so offended. And I kind of make it simmer for a few days. And I said, you know what he said? And he was like, oh my gosh, I was joking. I didn't even know you took it serious. You know, and I said, no, man, I really took that thing seriously.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So sometimes, not sometimes, all the time.
You have to be careful. And then, you know, we think that because we are friends, I can't tell her anything, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
So she walk in, I'm saying, you get fatty.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, your belly big, sir.
Yeah, and then you look for me and I say, oh, you're going to say, me, you're a friend. I mean, I mean nothing. But no, this sticks and stones business still not
I lie them, I tell.
No, foolish is that. I mean, it is not foolish. Sticks and stones can break your bones. But words, sometimes worse than a broken bone, in my opinion.
The bone can heal,
yeah,
but...
Man. Yeah, man. So sometimes you think, just because you're a friend, we can't say anything to her, we can't say anything to him. No. The fact that you're a friend should mean you don't say anything to her.
And you know what's funny, Neville? I find the people who say things that are hurtful.
Them can't take it.
I said to them, why you know what you're saying is hurtful, and then we say, you can't take joke. Yeah. Them cannot take a joke. If you turn around and you say something, I said to someone just last week, they said something that they thought was cute. I said something that I thought was even cuter.
Yep.
And they were like,
yep.
I can't believe you said that. And I said, no, well, let's work it out. Because A and B can be A and B to you, but a M and N to me.
Yep.
So if you don't do it, just don't do it.
I tell Clive all the time, because we talk football every day, and he knows me now, I don't tease. I mean, Clive know that. I mean, him team lose and I come in and I might look at him and smile. But you have some people, your team lose.
Unlike Kirk Abrams and them people.
No, man, some people, they hold man in there, don't they?
Yeah.
And if you ever turn around and start on them, vex and, you know.
Yes,
So because of that, because some people will take it. I mean, me and Clive good and I can't tease him and he's all right. But some people, you tease him the whole day, the man face makeup. Well, I never like what you said this morning, you know. You know, so I really just don't tease people. I mean, when I say I don't tease, I kind of come in and say, boy, you get a lick there, and that's it. And that's it, I'll move on. But
for the whole show, every minute in us. Right. This morning we're going to talk about losing. Right, Clive?
Yeah. But them are going, you know, them not ease me up, you know. You see him.
That's I'm over there laugh.
Yeah, man. You see all him?
That's I'm over
if
there
the great Arsenal lose, him just come in and say, but we're good that way. Follow up. Relationships rebuilding will take time, attention, and commitment. Reach out today. Reach out next week. Work up the courage and just reach out. Each relationship repaired will be an added treasure that's been refined, polished, and perfected in this thing we call life. As I say, if you are friends, you try your best to ensure you don't hurt your friend. You're always there for your friend. And whether you like it or not, sometimes you're going to say something or do something that the friend will say, oh, sir, I never did too like that.
Yeah. and I say this, I had a great friend, and we had a disagreement, you know. I like to take on myself, and I take on myself for a good little while. Fortunately, we had occasion to be in the same place, and it was a long conversation about all they'd been through. And when I was listening to the journey, I felt so bad, because I was like, what were we even disagreeing about? Yep. And this person had gone through a lot of health issues, and I wasn't there to support. Yep. Passed on not long afterwards, you know,
wow.
2 months after we had that conversation. And I said to people all the time, hey, if it's your friend, fix it.
But I tell you something, I had an issue with a family member. And it took me 3 years to work it out. 3 years. We did not speak for 3 years. And truth be told, it was the family member who reached out to me and said, no, see how foolish is this? We could go eat some food and we talk it out. And we did. We went and we had lunch and we talked it out. And now we are like that. But it took me 3 years. We did not speak. And when I talk about family, I mean family, not that about no third cousin.
Third cousin, no.
Family, and it took 3 years to work out that.
No.
So don't.
I always think if you don't get to see the person tomorrow,
yep.
what would you say?
Yep. Don't let that happen.
So.
By the way, Manchester, they're about 12 tonight.
Never, I can't believe it, man. Lord Messiah. You know, I tell people, you know, me used to watch Manchester when football come on a Sunday daytime in a black and white. Yeah. So, you know, we win so much time.
I mean, if you think about it, you know, Manchester United, they've won the Premier League 13 times. 13. I think they've won it more than all the other No, maybe not now, because I think since Pep come, Pep win about 5. But before Pep, they would have won it more than all the other winners combined, the Arsenal and the Chelsea. So they are a big team. But
Tingle cannot believe. Tingle is like, another team with John Barnes. What I used to watch.
Liverpool.
I can't game on the Liverpool with John. Don't walk alone. Don't walk alone.
Coulson that. All right,
walking
folks.
alone this morning.
That is Coulson. What's coming up now?
Oh my gosh, Smile continues after the break. A very important 10 minutes to your health. You don't want to miss it, so please stay with us. This will come.